are now talking about, it's more like something that has to do with the personal relationship with your responsibility. And I believe you can tell us something about your way of relating to your workplace and how your perceived need of the work is influencing your life and your relationship to yourself.
With me, you know, the issue is different from what Muthu has said, because I'm taking the race issue out of it. It has to do with work standards. I've got very high standards, and I've set very high standards for myself. And it's come to a point where, you know, I don't even take leave from work, because I feel that if I've removed myself a day out of my work environment, that, you know, the whole system is going to crash. That I don't even, you know, rely on my colleagues that I work, because I feel that, you know, will they do a good enough job that would really satisfy me? That is their work really up to the standard that I would really want it to be? I'm not really doing any justice to myself, because I've created more responsibilities for myself, that people expect a lot from me, that, you know, I've even created a whole atmosphere where I'm taking more responsibility, I'm receiving more abuse from what I've really created for myself.
Yes. Now, there's a very delicate thing here that goes with how do I measure my own value? And I believe that's the core. We were talking even before. The core is, if I measure my value based on how much people need me, then I'm gonna not do a good service to myself, because, you know, in 7 years I can't believe that you never got sick.
I hardly take. I do get sick, but I come to work sick.
So
like
you come
that.
to work sick now, and do you think your standard is kept when you're at work sick?
I would tend to believe so, because I do not trust my colleagues that much with the standard that.
So even when you're sick, you're better than the others.
I believe so.
Wonder Woman.
She's right.
No, because at the end of the day, I have to be Wonder Woman to be able to come if I'm sick, if my kids are sick.
I bring them to work.
Yes, I bring them with me and they stay with me, and thinking that by facing these serious things, I can produce more than the other ones that are around me. I mean, I don't think that that is kind of, I think that underneath that, there's the desire of being needed, or the desire of being essential. But I gotta say, you know, one day we're all gonna die, and the world will proceed without us, exactly as before. So yes, it's important to be needed, but it's important to take care of yourself. Otherwise, that day comes sooner than you want.
Don't you have a responsibility to ensure that other people are trained to do the work as well? You have a responsibility to make others grow. So to actually say that they cannot do the work, you know, as well as you do, I'm getting the feeling that you should actually, you have a responsibility to train others if you see that they, you know, that they're not able to do the work the way that it should be done.
Now, on one side, I'm very intrigued by your comment. On the other side, the should is like in your mindset. What would be healthy for her would be to train other people. But see, if she trains other people, she's not going to be as needed, and her value is not going to be as high. So she's willing to take abuse just to be able to confirm the value she has. See, what you believe she should do is in the context of you wanting to be less needed. But here it seems like the core of the matter is that my value is in what I do. So the more I'm needed, the more I'm valuable. See, I can't come from that perspective giving a suggestion to this perspective. The only thing I can do is like, are you living the life you want by doing that? Are you getting the value you want? Because see, the people take advantage of that mindset. Because if you want to do more to get more value, guess what? I'm going to give you more to do, and I'm going to overload you. And you're going to take it because that's your value. And at the end of the day, you're gonna ruin your life just because you want people to tell you that you're valuable. And usually, I don't know in your case specifically, usually people don't tell you because they want you to work. So the less they tell you the value, the more you work. And so it's a game, it's a vicious game. But it's not based on the other side abusing you. It's based on you being willing to be abused, to be demonstrated the value you have.
But that comes to what Panel said earlier. How do we convince her that she needs to transform?
Well, that's a very interesting thing, because we don't convince anybody of anything. I mean, this is my take on in life. I don't convince anybody of anything. I just ask, is this a good deal?
Well, she's
I mean,
got to realize.
are you making a good deal? The effort you put it in, the life you're putting in, is worth it, what you're getting out of it? Because that's kind of the question, because in life, we need to count the cost and put it on the scale. Now, I'm investing this whole amount, and I'm getting this. Is this worth it, this amount? See, I'm not convincing her of anything. I'm just putting the thing on the scale, and she's going to draw her own conclusion.
I feel as a female, it's more important that you value yourself, because it's a challenge. You're a mother at home, you're a wife, and you're a working woman. It's very important to balance your life. And that's something that I always tell you, to balance your lifestyle, to live a happy and healthy life.
Now, before we close this, I got to tell you, because how many times did you tell her that?
Lots of times. I
As
said,
she-
Leo, please take it. Take it.
Hold on, as she changed.
No.
So maybe what you're saying and how you're saying it is not working. But we'll take this in another session. Thank you.